What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some gaming content soon, give this video a like. And if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Now, let's go and get into this video. It's time for the NFC playoff predictions, man. If you guys haven't seen my NFC regular season predictions, make sure you check that out. But like I said, with the AFC playoff predictions, I'm not here to talk your heads off. So let's go ahead and jump into this, man. Now, for you guys who haven't seen my NFC regular season predictions, how my playoff standings are, I have the Saints as the number 1 seed in the NFC. I have the Eagles as the 2nd seed in the NFC. I have the Lions as the 3rd seed in the NFC. I have the 4th seed in the NFC, is the LA Rams. The 5th seed in the NFC is the Green Bay Packers. And the 6th seed is the San Francisco 49ers. So that means in the wild card round, the LA Rams will be taking on Green Bay in LA. And we have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is going to be interesting, man. Let's start off with the Green Bay LA Rams game. Aaron Rodgers, and we've seen him, you know, just go GOAT mode in the playoffs, aka the Dallas Cowboys game. And we've seen him, you know, not show up. You know, but it's in LA. This is a Rams team that has Aaron Donald on defensive line. They've been to the playoffs the past 2 years. And I'm not talking like Aaron Rodgers doesn't have any playoff experience. I mean, he has a Super Bowl ring. He's been in the playoff multiple times, but I mean, he hasn't been in the playoffs in the past 2 seasons. So, as great as Aaron Rodgers is, I like me some Devontae Adams. I like this new Green Bay Packers defense, but you know, it's in LA. I gotta take the LA Rams. I just trust them. I think Jared Goff and Sean McVay can get busy on this defense. I think Todd Gurley could have a good game, and I could see this being a defensive bout, more of a defensive game also. And if it's a defensive game, I'm going to definitely take the home team. And I could see Aaron Donald making that one play to win the game. So give me the LA Rams at home. 49ers versus the Detroit Lions. This is interesting. This is a good one, man. I know that I'm big on the Lions. They're like my sleeper team. Honestly, both of these teams are kind of a sleeper team. I mean, the 49ers and Lions. I mean, if I was to ask some casual NFL fans or just some regular NFL fans, I'm not sure if the Lions or 49ers would both make the playoffs in their predictions, but they're both in the playoffs of mine. The game is in Detroit. I believe the Lions haven't won a playoff game in like 20 years, 30 years. I mean, don't mistake me if I'm wrong, Lions fans, but I'm not sure when's the last time you guys have won a home playoff game. This game is at home. It's against the 49ers. See, I didn't make my decision ahead, so I'm kind of leaning one way, but, you know, this is kind of tough. This game isn't... all right. Hey, look, Lions fans, look. I could see you guys winning this game. I could. But I know y'all going to give me a lot of heat for this, but I have the 49ers win this game on the road. Now, Lions fans, look, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys won this game at home. I mean, I kind of like your interior defensive line. I think the interior defensive line could disrupt a lot of things. But, you know, I could see your offense struggling against the 49ers defense. The fact that the 49ers kind of play how they play right in the hands of the Lions, or the Lions play right in the hands of the 49ers, excuse me. How the Lions are set up, they have 2 outside receivers, honestly, that put in a lot of work when it comes to Kenny Golladay and Marvin Jones. You have Richard Sherman and Jason Verrett, 2 lockdown corners, right? I mean, you can make jokes all day about Richard Sherman being old. He still gets things done. I like this Rams 49ers defensive line more than I like the Lions offensive line. I have the Lions making the playoffs. I think I've showed the Lions a lot of love. I mess with Lions Nation, but I'm gonna take the 49ers on the road. So that's my predictions when it comes to wild card weekend. Let's go to the divisional round, where we have the LA Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at Philadelphia. Then we have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. In New Orleans, of course. Let's start off with the San Francisco Saints game. No shade of San Francisco. I have you guys making all the way to the divisional round. And I even have the San Francisco 49ers actually beating the Saints when it comes in the regular season, because they actually match up in the regular season. I actually had the 49ers beating the Saints in the regular season in New Orleans. But, look, it's a playoff game. We know that the Saints are going to be upset from last year. Home game in the playoffs, where they're one game, of course, or one missed call from making it all the way to the big Super Bowl game. But look, I just like this matchup for the Saints. I think they're going ahead and they pull it out at home. When it comes to the LA Rams and Philadelphia Eagles, this one is tough. This one is. Now, it is in Philadelphia, and we know that it's tough to win in Philly, especially when it comes to the playoffs. It's really tough to win in Philly. It's going to be cold. LA is a West Coast sunny team. It's going to be cold. It might be snowing a bit in Philly. Carson Wentz is going to want to prove everybody wrong, because this is going to be Carson Wentz's first playoff appearance. I mean, besides him getting injured, I mean, of course, if he gets injured, it's going to be the Josh McCown show. And would that be hilarious if Josh McCown's the starting? Anyway, I'm predicting that Carson Wentz is starting quarterback for this game. Carson Wentz is going to be the perfect opportunity for Carson Wentz to show that he is that dude, right? He'll be able to face a team that made it out the NFC last year. But then again, the LA Rams, they can just get things done. And they're showing that they can win on the road in the playoffs. This is tough. But you know what? I'm going to go with Philly. I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles at home. I think they get things done. I think Carson Wentz puts on the show. I think this offensive line can protect them from Aaron Donald. I think that Deshaun Jackson can get past the defense. I expect Alshon Jeffrey to have a big game. And I see the Eagles making that one of those few stops to win the game. So give me the Eagles at home. So that leaves us in the NFC Championship game. It leaves us with the number 2 seed, Philadelphia Eagles, and the number 1 seed, the New Orleans Saints. And look, this one is so tough, man. The Eagles are possibly the most. They're the best. If this was like the NBA, where in a super team area where it was pretty much the paper champions who win the championship, then I would go with the Philadelphia Eagles. They're so good, man. They're so skilled. Carson Wentz is gonna want to prove everyone wrong, because I mean, it feels like the thing is, this is the narrative I feel around Carson Wentz is they know that he's skilled, but they don't think that he's a winner. And last year the Eagles, they faced the Saints in the playoff game. They were one drop pass from winning it. Of course, that was with Nick Foles being the quarterback, but a lot of the familiar faces from that Eagles team is going to be on this Eagles team going into this year. The Eagles are just super stacked, but this game is in New Orleans. It's the NFC Championship game, so they're gonna want this game, especially from having a missed call, being a missed call from last year, from making it to the Super Bowl. They're back at it again, just a year later. And man, this is how I feel, man. I feel this. If this is a game that goes down to the wire, I feel like the Eagles will win it. But if it's a 2-3 score win, if it's a blowout, now I feel like the Saints win this game. But look, this one is so tough. I'm making my decision right now. I didn't make my decision beforehand. I'm gonna go with the Saints, man. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think they get things done. I think they, from the tragedy that happened last year, I feel they just get things done. I feel like they come out strong instead of last year where it was them going for field goals early in the first quarter. They're going to try to score quick touchdowns. But am I confident in this? No. I can honestly see Carson Wentz in this defense, and this defensive line creating havoc. I could see Jordan Howard having a big game. I could see Alshon Jeffrey definitely have a redemption game from the drop pass. This would be one great NFC Championship game. This would be one great game. There'll be so many storylines you can go with this. I mean, they faced last year in the playoffs. That game, of course, went down to the wire. The Saints, of course, blew the Eagles out last year in the regular season. That was with Carson Wentz also on there. So you got a storyline from there. In 2017, in the playoffs, the talk was if that Minneapolis Miracle didn't happen, then the Saints felt that they could have went into Philadelphia and won the game. There's so many storylines it is, but especially with this being in New Orleans, we know that the fans are going to show out. And, it's like the refs owed them. Refs owed them this game, especially if it's the NFC Championship game in New Orleans. Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints. I have the Saints going all the way to the Super Bowl, man. I have them going all the way to the Super Bowl. But, I'm not confident in this, though. I feel that this can go either direction. I feel that the Eagles come out this division. Out the NFC. I feel that possibly the Rams could come out the NFC. I feel that the Lions. I feel any of these teams that made the playoffs could. I feel some teams that didn't even make the playoffs could. Would I be shocked that the Cowboys made the playoffs? No. Would I be shocked that the Falcons made the playoffs? No. I wouldn't be shocked that the Panthers or Bears or my Seahawks made the playoffs. No, I wouldn't. Or the Vikings. This is how deep this NFC is. It's really 12 teams deep in the NFC, man. It really is. But, that's just my thoughts, man. That's just my thoughts. But if you guys, I would like to hear your opinions. You guys have any other team coming out the NFC, representing the NFC besides the Saints in the Super Bowl? I'd like to hear your opinions. But that's it. I'm gonna make my Super Bowl pick. Of course, it's gonna be Saints versus Patriots. Of course, I had the AFC. I had the Patriots winning the AFC. I had the Saints winning the NFC. So I'm gonna have another video to break down who I believe wins the Super Bowl. All right. I don't even know who will win that Super Bowl at this moment, but y'all get that video soon. But that's it, man. That's it. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some gaming content soon, give this video a like, and if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you got it. I'm the phenomenal one, and I'm out. Deuces.